Everyone, we are from Voltec Electric, and this is our operation and production plan. So, we plan our processes by setting our goals and objectives. We try to gain traction and we hope to become well known. Of course, we for the first year we try to reach our 7,000 units of sale benchmark that we set for ourselves. We also need to train employees. We need to market it to the public and do our research to develop our product. We also have our resources. In this situation, we manufacture our product by outsourcing to other companies. We hire experienced and talented people, and our necessary tools, our equipments, and our space can be considered our resources as well. So our timeline for this first year, at least, we limit our training. We try to finish it by the first 2 months, and then our marketing by the first 4 months, and we try to become well known to the public by the first 6 months. Then the next is to implement our previous planning and monitor it so it goes according to our original ideas. So this is the flowchart of our production planning. First, we get order by the customers. After that, we check our inventory if it's enough or not. If it's enough, it goes straight to production, and if it isn't enough, we try to restock our inventory. If the purchase, the order that we get is enough, our inventory is enough, we go straight to production. After that, the product will be given to quality control to see if it fail or if they pass. If they fail, they will be rectified, and if it's not possible, we will scrap it for the parts and use it again to our inventory. If they pass quality control, we can continue to post production. Here we do our finishing of the product, and then after that it goes to another quality control, that if it fails, they redo it, the finishing, and if they pass, they go straight to our customer. So this is our production, our plan forecast for the next 6 years. We start our production. We hope to we hope that we can start our production on schedule by 2021. um, at first we try to reach 10,000 products and grows annually to 45,000 units per year in 2025.
So now we're gonna present about the production budget for our company. So the production budget for the 2021 can be divided into 4 quarters, which each of the quarters consists of 3 months for them. Okay, so our company focus on more on the second and third quarter because there's a lot of events there. That is why we have to give it more, or on we divided more financing in second and third quarters, which for the material budgeting we have the grand total of 1,362,500 euros, and for the labor we have 720,000 euros. That is with the grand total result of 2,082,500 euros for the budget at 2021. The next is production budget for 2022, which our company already grown bigger, so we still focus on the second and third quarter, but we have more production units. Also, we divided more money to second and third quarter also, and we have the grand result for the budget for the material in 2022 is 2,043,750 euros, and for the labor we have 1,080,000 euros, because each of the year we have exactly the same the labor hours and also the cost per labor cost for the labors. So we didn't have very significant difference, very much difference in the labor costs. And in the year 2022 we have the grand total of 3,123,750,000 euros. And the last is the production budget for the 2023, which also as you can see, we are more focused on the second and third, and right now we produce around 20 to 30,000 units at this year. So we divided more money for production and material for it, which have the grand total for the material is 3,406,250 euros, and for the labor, which really not that significantly different, which with the grand total of 1,800,000 euros, and for the grand total for this year is 5,206,250 euros.
So this is our material planning process. This is how we plan to balance our supply and demand of the materials. First of all, we have orders from a tech store, and also we have pre-order from our customers. And then the second one, we have a sales forecast. From these numbers we know how many items we need to produce in 1 month. Then we can make a production schedule from those numbers, and then we have a bill of materials. The bill of materials will tell us how many materials are needed to make a one wireless charger. And then in the inventory we know the list of materials that are available in our storage. From these three things we can plan our materials, so we know what materials are needed, how many are needed, and when they are needed. So we can make a purchase order, and we we can contact our vendor, we can buy the materials that are needed, and then we can make a work order based on the timeline that are set from our production schedule. And then we can also make a report, financial report, material report, and the yearly report. This is our bill of materials of our wireless charger. This is the list of items that are needed to make a wireless charger. So we need 2 PCB boards, 4 IC, 1 trim pot, 3 diodes, 4 capacitors, 10 resistors, 2 casing that will be injected molded, 1 copper wire winding, 10 cables, 1 AC cables and plugs, 1 transmitter to transmit the power, and 15 screws to tighten the tighten the casing and the electronic stuff. The total of the materials that are needed to make a one wireless charger is 124 euro, 124.79 euro. So the next is the machine and equipment planning. This is a machine and equipment that we need to buy to make sure that our office and our research and development works well. So we need to buy a 3 power supply, 10 breadboard, 3 multimeters, 2 mechanical toolbox, which include the mechanical tools, and then 3 solder set, which is include the solder, solder stand, and sucker. 5 computers. This is the one for the research and developer computer, and then 8 office computer, and then 2 printers and scanners. The total of the machine and equipment we need is 16,550 euros.
So this is the table for our manpower planning. Our plan is to have 5 researchers, which is all of us in our original team. We will be working as researchers as well. We will be required to work for 8 hours per day, like most of our employees. Our salary per hour will be 20 euros. That would lead to a total of 3,200 euros of salary per month, which is quite large for a new company, maybe in Indonesia, but in Europe, in the Europe region, people are paid much more for that, for their work. That will lead us to a total of 16,000 for all of the researchers, and that is per month. And we are also going to be hiring 2 consultants. One would be for the technical part, so like the technical side, which is like for the research and the development, and one more will be more to the law and to the marketing, maybe a little bit of finance side. They won't be working full time every day. Maybe they will be contracted, but we estimate them to be working around 4 hours per day, and we give them same salary as our researchers. That would lead to a total of 1,600 euros per month and 3,200 for both of them. We are going to be having 2 technicians, who will be working 8 hours per day. Their salary per hour is 9 euros, which is and their work would be mostly just making sure that everything is running and making sure, just like most technicians do, like keeping the lights on, maybe electricity issues, they're gonna be the ones to solve it. This would lead to a total of 1,440 euros per month for one of them, and both of them would be 2,880. And we're gonna also be having two logistics people. they will be working 8 hours per day as well. They have the same wish as the technicians. And for our IT department, they will be handling our website and like traffic, bandwidth, everything. They're gonna make sure that we can keep the website running and so that people can always contact us. For the IT department, we would be having, they would get a salary of 10 euros per hour, which would lead to a grand total of 1,600 per month. And we are only gonna be having one human resources, but maybe we will add more along the way. But for now, we think that one would be enough. The human resources staff would get 10 euros per hour, and a total of 1,600 euros per month, which would lead to a total of 1,600 euros per month because we only have one. And because marketing is one of our, what we think is like most important for us, because we're a new startup company, so we need people to know us, we need people to be aware of us. And for us to build our brand, we thought that marketing is one of the most important parts besides the product itself. That's why we hired 5, and they would all be working 8 hours per day, earning 10 euros per hour, sorry. And their salary would be 1,600 per month. And because there are 5 of them, it would then bring us to a total of 8,000 euros. And we are going to be having one accountant on site, which their duty would just be to keep tab of our financial history. And because money is important, we thought that maybe they can earn more, which they would probably get around 13 euros per hour, which would then net them 2,080 euros per month. And we are going to be having 2 finance people. They are going to be looking at the projected incomes, just our future numbers. And they would be getting 11 euros per hour, which will bring the total to 1,760 per month. And because there are 2 of them, we're gonna allocate 3,520 euros. And we're gonna be having 1 receptionist, which will be working full time as well. The receptionist will earn 9 euros per hour, so their salary would be 1,440 per month. And we're gonna be having 2 office boys, unlike in Indonesia where the office boys are usually on standby every time. Here it's usually just for them to like open the building in the morning and do some cleanup before locking up when the day is over. So they're only gonna be coming when we're opening and closing. So it will be 3 hours per day, and their salary is 9 euros per hour, and it's 540 euros per month for one of them. And 2 of them would then amount to 1,080 euros per month. So there will be a total of 25 staff. This is our initial prediction. Maybe we're gonna add more, but for now, this is the number we are happy with. Total salary per hour will be 130 euros for everyone. Per month would be 18,300 euros. And that brings us to a total of monthly 45,880 euros, which would be around 500-600,000 ish per year. Next is our overhead requirement. We expect to, and this is the monthly cost, we expect to pay for utilities per month 700 euros and license permits for 1,000. 60,000 would be the salaries, payroll, benefits, and independent contract labor. The salaries we already discussed before. And we are going to be giving people health insurance and a few incentives for people who do good. That's why the bigger number than the salaries. And monthly equipment lease or purchase budget would be 100 euros. Maybe we're going to add it. Probably we're going to add it, but for now, that's the number. And for our maintenance and repairs of our own equipment would be 200 euros per month. Bank charges would cost us around 50 euros. And because we're gonna be mostly handling transactions, I think it's gonna be electronically, and because Right now, PayPal is a thing. People use it because it's very convenient. When we open up an account there and we're a vendor, they have this charge that we need to pay. I think it's the same like credit cards, and we allocated around 3,000 euros for those vendor charges. And we, of course, will be asking for a loan from the bank, and per month we are allocating 30,000 to repay our loan. That is for the principal plus interest. And for office supplies, we're gonna be budgeting 100 euros. And shipping or courier services would cost us around 2,600 euros per month. Travel is for maybe when we need to visit other companies, visit our friend companies, or maybe we just need to get to a place while we're at work. And for entertainment costs, it's gonna be 1,000 euros per month. And for the auto expenses, it's gonna be 450 per month. And that brings us to a grand total of 99,650 euros per month.
So now it has come into location plan and operation layout. As displayed here and has been designed by our designer team, the layout, as you can see in the very far left, there's a big room which is the main research and development laboratory for our wireless charging device. And then also you can see in the very entrance is for the waiting room, and then in the side of it in the right there is a pantry for cooking and for break. And then beyond that you can see this computer room filled with 12 computers. This is mainly the work area for the employees. And then at the left of the working area there's two main rooms for CTO and for CMO. And then across CMO main office there is a meeting room complete with projector and podium for big meeting and presentation. And then as you go through the hall with a grand piano on it, this hallway connects into different rooms. There's two toilets, and then you can also access into COO room, CFO room, and then human resource and development main room. And then the biggest room near the across the human resource development room is the CEO room. And then for the implementation schedule, we can see here that there are tasks to complete: making prototypes, incorporation of business, permits and licenses application, recruitment of laborers, pre-order period, production, and sale. And then we forecast that making prototypes will start from the third quarter of 2019 and then go along the way until the end of the second quarter of 2020. And then for the incorporation of business, it revolves around the fourth quarter of 2019. For permits and licenses application will be done and will be started around the end of the fourth quarter of 2019, ended in the first quarter of the 2020. The recruitment of laborers is around the second quarter of 2020. And for the pre-order period, it's open from the middle of the second quarter of 2020 until middle of the fourth quarter of the 2020. And then for the production, it started from the third quarter of 2020 until the end of the first quarter of 2021. And then for the selling of the product, it will start from the first quarter of 2021. And for our business hours, it's every work days from Monday to Friday. starting from 8 until 17, and then it's closed, of course, every Saturday, Sunday, and public holidays. You can contact us in Lübeck Ring 2, North Rhine-Westphalia, NRW in Germany, and then our email customer.support@voltec.de, and you can also reach our website on www.voltec.de. Voltec Electric, fully charged anytime. Thank you.